Yes everyone, welcome back to another video from me, Ben John, the rugby trainer. If you're a goal kicker, you're in luck today and you want to try and get power in your goal kicks, I'm here with Dylan K, Kick IQ, and he is blowing up on TikTok, on Instagram, because he can send the ball way past the halfway line and get some serious power. So mate, welcome.
No, thank you for having me.
Good to come down to Chiswick, mate, my home.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do today, literally, I've done a little bit of kicking. Dylan is going to teach me in the next 8 to 10 minutes, how I can get distance in my kicks. This is going to be a coaching session for you. So get a notepad, pen, take notes, and yeah, let's put some distance on your kicks. Right, mate? Let's go. Right, so we've warmed up.
Yeah.
First one I want to talk about is, I've noticed that you have got a tall tee there, mate.
Yeah.
So why have you got a tall tee? Like I usually kick off this one.
Yeah.
So what is it? If there's a youngster watching now, what does he start with, or she start with?
So the way I found my tee is it's completely preference. I like kicking off a high tee because it suits my swing better.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really matter for distance too much. You can get distance off of, I used to kick off a low tee, I can still hit them pretty much the same distance. So there is no real difference. It's just about, what you prefer kicking off.
Right.
And that's the way I always coach someone. You can learn to kick off whatever tee you like.
Okay, amazing. So just to start with, I'll just do one kick.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell me how I can put an extra 10 meters on my kick, right?
Perfect. Yeah,
so
yeah.
If that's all right.
Of course.
And how long have you been, obviously you're playing, so tell the audience what you're up to next year as I set up, right?
Yeah. So next year I'm moving off to France to go play rugby over there. So yeah, exciting opportunities happen over there. Getting up my French, been learning. So yeah, exciting things happening. And yeah, obviously goal kicking, big part of it, especially if you're moving over there. So it's good to get that down.
Get some sun tan in here as well.
Yeah,
mate.
exactly, of course.
Right, so I'm gonna go for my low tee.
Yeah.
And just a couple of steps and I'll play it over if I can.
Perfect.
Pressure on the camera. And yeah, just let me know what I need to do then to gain more power,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Happy days, the pressure. That's my first attempt. First attempt, come on.
I don't know why I'm here, mate.
Right. Yes, talk me through that.
Wow. Brilliant strike. So, the main thing I'd say, and something I'm guilty of as well, is that initial meter past the ball, you want all of your body weight going forwards.
Okay.
So a little bit there, and again, I'm guilty of it. Come to the side a little bit because it's easier, it's more natural. But if we put our body weight straight towards the ball, towards the post, sorry.
Yeah, so
we get a little bit more out of it.
let's reenact that. So what you're saying is, as I go to kick the ball, I'm kicking the ball, I'll go towards the camera now.
Yeah.
I tend to kick and I tend to
Exactly
come
that.
across.
Yeah. And
so what are you saying?
Something a lot of kickers are guilty of. Where we really will get most of our power from a body weight transfer, because that's where our power comes from, not our leg, it's our body weight. We want to kick, come through, and see how I've come dead straight towards the line, in opposed to coming across to the side. You'll just get that, a bit more momentum through towards the post.
Okay, so how would I mentally do that now, right? So I'm setting up to go to kick. Naturally, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do coaching-wise? Is there anything I can use to guide me?
Something I'll do with my athletes is I'll stand here, and I'll go a bit lower, obviously.
Yeah.
Remove the risk, and I'll just be here, and I'll tell them to keep running towards me after the kick.
Okay.
So once they've kicked, they're obviously not going to keep running this way, but it'll be a mental cue for them to stay a bit straighter.
Okay.
So rather than falling off to the side, they're now thinking, if I'm running that, if I try to run that way, I'm more likely to go and finish straight.
Okay, so I'll be a youngster now, or a kicker, and I haven't got a teammate. So where would you put this as a guide for me? As a
guide, right? Yeah. So if you're right-footed, I'd be looking at wanting you to run to about here. It gives a lot of a good bit of distance.
Okay.
So you have to keep going towards that. You can't stop until you've gone to that point.
Okay.
And the fact that it's there on your right side forces you to go a bit straighter.
Okay. This is exactly. I'm not sure if you've seen the video. I did something with the RFU England Rugby with Henry Slade, and he said exactly the same. Stay on the. So. Yeah,
there we go.
There we go. So this is good. This is good. I just haven't taken notice of it. So I'll try and get to that goal. I'll just do a few steps.
Yeah.
Hopefully this goes over.
Yeah. If it's like the last one.
Yeah. But I think when you do change your technique and add something to it, do I always have to focus on the outcome, or am I just looking at?
No, not at all. So most of the time when I'm coaching, I'll probably about 50% of our session will just be within literally this channel here, between the 10 and the halfway.
Okay.
So you don't worry about where the ball's gone.
Okay.
All you're focused on is your process, your routine, and your technique.
Okay.
Because if you're focused on the posts, that's one extra thing to think about.
Yeah.
Less, I don't want to say capacity, but less, you know, time to think about what we're trying to improve. You know, there's no point, you don't need to kick at a post. Obviously, it's nice, it looks cool.
Yeah.
But when I'm coaching, it will be mainly down the channels. Then we'll add a little bit of a target with some accuracy or a drill, and then we'll bring it back to the post when it's all together.
And it makes sense because everyone is just going to be worried about the outcome rather than what we're working on here as a process. If I'm trying to get a little bit more distance in my kicks, it's not going to be at the end of the session I get more distance. It's going to be in 20 sessions time where I'm just focused on this.
You build it up.
So that gives me a bit of relief now. It doesn't matter where this ball goes. I just got to end up by that cone.
Yeah. Nice.
Happy with the position. I know I felt I kicked on the inside then, but I was just focused purely on getting there.
That's the thing. When you add a new thing in,
yeah,
something's likely to go.
Yeah.
You can't just add it all up. As you know, as nice as that would be to just stack things up and keep it coming.
Yeah.
It's never that simple, obviously.
No, that felt nice then. Actually, yeah, it felt natural just to move straight there.
Yeah.
And I was purely focused on that cone.
Yeah.
But yeah, sweet. Also, I noticed as well with your kicks, I've seen a lot of youngsters trying to get distance. The first thing they do to try and get power, same with anything with passing, the first thing they do is they try and swing their shoulders back.
Yeah. So
what are you doing to keep in control of this upper body, and why? Why is it so important that we control this upper body?
So like I said earlier, with most of our power, it does not come from our legs. It comes from our total body and our momentum. So one of the biggest things I see is when kickers kick, they either do two things. They either lean back, like you said, because they feel like they're going to get more power. Yeah. Or they lean over. They lean over too much because they're not keeping strong here. What that does, and this I love doing this with athletes because it's really like it's visual and you can feel it. So if you lean over and then try and swing your leg, you are so limited.
Yeah.
Whereas if you now stand up tall, you don't lean back because you need this strength. You stand up tall, then you swing your leg, there's so much more range there. So that's something I do for them to feel the difference. And then in terms of not leaning back, we want to keep, I like to call it, people call it the rodeo arm, the leading arm. This to take you towards the ball. We get bigger as we get towards the ball when you're staying tall. Okay. That's the main thing. You lean back, you lose all your power again. You lose your body weight transfer through the ball and through the tee. You want it to be tall, stacked, with a big arm, and you kick and come through without crunching and limiting that range, but without also leaning back and losing it all.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do one more kick.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to give me one drill that I need to practice for the next 3 weeks. That's going to help me.
3 weeks. Right? Okay. Yeah.
So have a little think about that, and I'm going to set up. I'm going to try and get to that cone.
Yeah.
Whilst putting this ball where I wanted to go.
Yeah. Perfect.
So, where would I be aiming on this ball to try and get the most amount of power?
So the sweet spot on the ball is so your ball's quite angled quite low. So the sweet spot is around about this bottom third here.
Okay.
The way I work it is I always focus on the inside panel, the panel closest for me. So me as a left footer, I'm looking at the curve right here the entire time. Because if you look around here too much, your foot's gonna wrap more. Okay. And that's why you'll take it off, you'll drag it. If you just focus on that inside panel, your foot and your toes will naturally wrap a bit more. You'll get a dead straight kick. It's something like I like to do with a lot of guys is a slight tilt to for you it might be that right hand post.
Okay.
Just exposes that sweet spot a bit more.
Nice.
But that, again, that's another part of kicking that's just preference. Some guys love it, some guys don't. But yeah, you want to be really focusing on this curve, looking to hit the ball just about there.
Okay, cool. So my points to do now is I'm going to finish on that cone.
Yeah.
There, moving through. Hopefully it goes straight. We'll see. And also staying in control of this upper body.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
No disco dancing with this upper body.
No, no need.
Okay, cool. All right. Oh, that ball is flat.
Yeah.
I'll do it again. Sketching me out.
There you go. That's nice looking. Nice.
Got the pitching wedge out.
Yeah.
But went straight through the post. Happy days.
Clean strike.
Yeah, clean strike. Moved exactly where I needed to go, and that is something I have been looking at, I'm doing a series, a kicking series, and I've seen
Yeah.
a lot of this, and I'm
Yeah.
falling off. So that is just, yeah, that's class to have to add. Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
it's so common, and you know, even me now, I'm guilty of it, and I do a lot of drills where either, you know, you've got two options: you set up something there,
Yeah.
or you put a line of cones for you on this side here. So you can't leave this channel of cones. One I do a lot. It's brilliant because it's another visual piece to add. Certainly with younger athletes, a bit of visual is really helpful. Like a cone, or like having a line of cones to stay in that channel.
Right, Dylan has got his cones. Yeah, give us a drill, and anything else you want to touch on? Yeah, talk us through
right,
it.
perfect. So, you know, one of the best drills I use for power with all of my guys is we're actually going to take, and you can do this anywhere on the pitch, you can use any line, as long as you've got a line. We'd actually take the tee back by about half a metre. So if you were kicking down there, I'd say let's bring it about there to begin with. Start off small, make sure you feel comfortable with it. And the idea is that when we kick, we need to make sure that our first movement past the ball gets through that white line. So we can't just come here, kick, snap straight down, and you'll lose all of your power. From a power point of view, and it ties in with running towards that cone, we want to get big between this last metre, and this last metre here has to be explosive. We have to come through that white line. So you can do it on the touch lines, you can do it on the 15s, going across the pitch, something I do with a lot of my guys. But when you're kicking,
So do exactly that then, so we can see it here.
Yeah.
So I'll give you cones instead.
so yeah, so this is where the cones can come in as well.
Yeah, so we
We
can
set
just
them
see.
up as like I need to get past this line here for the cones.
Yeah.
I would maybe put just one more there just so I don't land on them. Well, I might land on them. So I come in to kick, and whatever I do, for me, I land on my plant foot, I come kick, and my plant foot has to get through that gate.
Got you.
Has to come through that cones. Now, obviously, you know, when you're at first, it might feel uncomfortable. For some kickers, it'll be their kicking foot. And if it's your kicking foot, for me, it's a bit harder, but you'll come and kick, and you have to get through that gate still. You don't want it to land before the cone.
So show me what you usually see. What's the...
So what I'll
we
usually
working
see in a lot of kickers is they'll come in and kick, and they go like this, and they'll look up and they'll look to see where the ball's gone, as we all want to know where it's gone. But what we want to be seeing is that explosion through that meter there, or very common as well, is this, and they stop and
Full
yeah,
left.
exactly, exactly. But the power comes from keeping your head down, winning this meter. I think that's a really nice way of phrasing it. Winning this meter. So win this meter here, and that starts by winning this meter, this last meter here. Don't want to be choppy and uncoordinated and not uncoordinated, choppy and, you know, I suppose uncoordinated.
Yeah.
You want to be smooth, rhythmic, get bigger, 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 bang, and then come through.
Nice, happy days. So that is a drill for you to try out this week. Again, you don't need to be on this 40 metre mark. You can do this in front of the post, yeah?
Exactly.
Or you, as you said, in this channel, just to
Yeah,
use the
yeah.
movement.
Yeah.
Perfect. So
Brilliant.
should we see how far? We got one rugby ball left. Let's see how
One
far
rugby ball
Dylan can kick. Right, where do you want to go from?
Go on, let's go 60. Why not?
60.
60. Why
Let's
not?
go.
Why not?
Make sure you stick around to the end. Dylan's going to do a 60 metre kick, but before we go to the 60 metre kick, and he's going to do that quite comfortably, where can people find you?
So on Instagram, KigIQ Rugby, on TikTok at KigIQ Rugby, and we're starting up a YouTube and a Facebook page, so those will be live soon. But yeah.
And you do kicking programs?
Oh yeah. So all sorts of coaching, online coaching. We've got platforms that contains absolutely everything you need as a kicker: training plans, gym programs, video analysis, and unlimited coaching from me. So that's a platform on Discord. It was
Discord. Nice.
super safe, super really nice platform, really smooth. So yeah, get on that.
Get on that. Right, let's check the distance. Let's go. Right then, here we go. We're on the 60 metre mark. Dylan's going to showcase the serious amount of power he's got in his kicks. Is this the furthest you've done?
No, furthest I've gone is 70 meters.
Right, that's 60.
But it was
that is about here.
yeah, about here. So we were close to the opposition 22.
My days.
You know, I'd be lying if I said there wasn't a gust. But
That's crazy.
yeah, no, it was a sweet strike.
Right, what you need to do is look for the longest ever kicks in a professional game and recreate them.
Yeah.
That would be good.
It's one of them by the Welsh guy, isn't it?
Yeah, Thorburn.
Yeah.
There's like,
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he's got. I mean, it's a great example of the tee doesn't matter. His ball's like that.
crazy.
And he just launches it. You
Yeah.
know, no high tee. It's all in the technique.
Right, here we go then. Let me know in the comments below if you think he is going to get it, if Dylan's going to get it. You can pause the video now, comment below, and then we'll see if he sends it.
All right. Here we go. Right, here we are.
Oh, is it there?
Oh! I don't know.
Did I go over? I think it did. Did it go over?
You reckon? I don't know. Maybe. It might.
I think.
I don't know.
I couldn't see my eyes. I need to check my eyes.
Yeah, I might have known better.
We'll claim it. Yes, happy days, mate. 60 metres. Nice,
perfect.
class.
No, thank
Cheers
you.
for
It
that.
was awesome.
Yeah, awesome. And again, if you want any kicking stuff, go and check out Kick IQ on TikTok, Instagram, and other platforms coming soon.
Yeah, exactly.
Top man.
Perfect.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome.